Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I trust everyone is doing well. Today I will be taking you step by step through how to make authentic Anambra style bitter leaf soup, popularly known as ofe onugbu. So if you would love to see how I prepared this rich and delicious soup, then keep watching. The ingredients you will need are stockfish head, edore, that is cocoyam, which serves as the thickener, beef, onions, palm fruits, crayfish, bitter leaf, Ogiri Igbo, fresh pepper, dried fish, and ice fish. And finally, Kromo. To begin, place the meat in a clean pot. Add sliced onions. Skip this part if you don't like onions. Add seasoning cubes and salt to taste. Cover and allow it to steam for a few minutes. While the meat is cooking, prepare the cocoyam and palm fruits. Place them in a separate pot. Add enough water and cook until they become very soft. This cocoyam is specially used for soups. You know there are different species of cocoyam. Now back to the meat. You can see the amount of water it released. Because I'm using the hard part of the cow, which is the head and the biscuit bone, I added enough water to cook the meat until soft and added the stockfish. Next is to wash the bitter leaf. As the name implies, bitter leaf, it has naturally a bitter taste. The way these market women watches their bitter leaf is not even encouraging. So you need to wash it thoroughly to remove both the dirt and excess bitterness, especially if you bought it from the market. However, if you plucked and washed the bitter leaf yourself, then you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Transfer the bitter leaf into a bowl, add enough water and start washing it properly. Even though my water looks clear, if you taste this bitter leaf, it will instantly change your facial expression. Did you just see that? That's the main reason I said you have to rewash it yourself. A whole leaf that is not been touched. So after washing, repeat the same process until you achieve the taste you want. Another easiest method to reduce the bitterness is by cooking the bitter leaf. With this method, you do not need to worry too much about the bitter taste. Simply transfer into a pot, add enough water, cover it and let it cook for a few minutes. And trust me, with this method, you will not taste any atom of bitterness in that bitter leaf again. Moving on, I added ice fish to the pot and allow it to cook together with the meat for just 5 minutes. I also added extra seasonings and salt to taste. Cover and let it continue cooking. Now back to the cocoyam. After cooking it for about 35 minutes over a high heat, I checked on it and it has already softened. So I peeled it and transferred it into a blender to blend. You can as well use your mortar to pound it. Once that is done, set it aside. Next is to extract the palm fruits juice. After pounding the palm fruits, transfer them into a bowl and add enough water to extract the juice. After the first extraction, add more water and extract the juice again. Repeat this process until you have enough liquid needed for the soup. Five minutes later, the fish was ready, so I carefully scooped it out to prevent it from scattering. I added the Kromo. This was added last because it was already soft and I don't want it to overcook. That is why I didn't add it earlier along with the stockfish. However, if you are using a hard Kromo, you should add it the same time you add to stockfish so both can cook properly until tender. Once that was ready, I transferred the meat out of the pot and used the same pot to prepare the soup. I then poured in the extracted palm fruit juice, added some salt and the dry fish. Cover the pot and allow it to boil. Once it comes to boil, reintroduce the meat into the pot. Cover the pot again and let it continue cooking. A few minutes later, add in the crayfish, seasoning cubes and Ogiri Igbo. Stir beautifully to combine, then cover again and allow it to cook for a few more minutes. After boiling for about 5 minutes, open the pot and add in the blended cocoyam, which serves as the thickener. Stir thoroughly to combine, cover the pot and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And 10 minutes later, this is what the soup is looking like. At this point, the cocoyam is fully dissolved. I then added the fish I removed earlier, but this time I fried it first because that is exactly how I love my fish. At this stage, taste the soup and make any necessary adjustments. I added a little extra crayfish for more flavor. Now it is time to add the bitter leaf. Add it gradually, batch by batch, until you achieve your desired consistency. After adding the bitter leaf, cover the pot and allow it to cook for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes later, voila! Look at this beautiful pot of soup. Looking absolutely rich and tantalizing. The aroma in my kitchen right now is simply irresistible. I cover the pot once more to allow the soup to thicken slightly. And just like that, our delicious bitter leaf soup is ready. Guys, what type of swallow are you bringing right now? As for me, I'm bringing a very hot fufu. I'm sure you are salivating by now. If you have watched up till this moment without subscribing, it's not fair. Kindly hit that subscribe button. Trust me, it is absolutely free. Okay, or yeah, hit that subscribe button. I will be waiting. Have you subscribed yet? All right, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. I love you. Mwah. Also, let me know in the comment section if you found this video helpful. Trust me, there is no way you will follow my step to make this soup and your bitter leaf soup will not come out just exactly as mine. Just look at the beauty of this soup. Just look at this soup. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.